never seen this before. Let's go on this ride. Why is it always said like that? Evil. What is going on with Sharon? There's time traveling, heart attacks. Look at that shirt.
Evil. Hey.
Well, hello there.
General Kenobi.
I'm Edward.
And I'm Friedel.
And we are two geeks on a couch.
Two geeks.
What are we watching today, Friedel?
Today, we are continuing in our pathway towards 113 horror films by tackling some sequels.
Yes, this is our sequel series for October.
That's right. And last week, we did Scream 2, which
Yes.
I liked and enjoyed so much more than Scream 1. I have a different set of expectations moving into this sequel. We are watching The Exorcist II, The Heretic, which I have read many of our YouTube commenters declaring that this is a terrible film and should not be included anywhere in the history of filmmaking. However, there are some people who are staunchly opposed to that idea and insisted that we watch this as part of our channel. And so here we are. I'm trying to keep an open mind.
Out of like a half dozen plus movies for our sequel series, our lovely Patreon community voted for this one. So here we are.
So here we are.
Doing the thing I didn't think we'd do, watching Exorcist II.
I'm secretly wondering if I can shock the internet with my viewing of Exorcist II in perhaps a similar way that I shocked the internet with my viewing of The Exorcist III.
I don't think this one's going to be that controversial. Maybe.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, our first one did really well. Mm-hmm. Exorcist III, not so great.
No, people were upset.
Because we called it out for its issues, even though we praised the film otherwise.
Yes.
And then, so here we are.
Here we are.
This movie is not based on anything blatty, bro. In book world, it's The Exorcist and it's Legion, and Legion is Exorcist III in the movie world, right? So this entire thing was invented to capitalize on the success of the first movie.
Okay. Did it work?
No.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Good to know up front. It was not successful on capitalizing on prior success.
It was not. In the history of Exorcist films, people have had a lot of trouble capitalizing on the success of the first movie, largely because it seems like they're really insistent on making psychological thrillers and not horror movies. And then those movies don't do as well. William Friedkin doesn't think the original Exorcist is a horror movie. Mm-hmm. Linda Blair doesn't think it's a horror movie. They think they made a very taut psychological thriller.
Somatically impactful psychological thriller.
I think everyone else considers it a horror movie. I mean, even The Exorcist III was supposed to be another psychological thriller, and the studio went in and interfered and said, no, you have to put an exorcism in it. No, you have to put all this other stuff. Make it scarier.
Honestly, I've seen scarier.
Yeah, here we are, diving back into the muddied waters of the Exorcist film world.
I've got my flippy floppies on and my swim trunks.
Because we're going swimming.
You can't see it, but I've got swim trunks on. I don't. It's way too cold.
I know I've seen this. I don't remember it. That's not true. What I remember about it is it's trippy as fuck.
Did you say trippy as fuck?
Yeah, it's trippy.
Okay.
Linda Blair is back. Father Merrin is back. James Earl Jones is in this.
Whoa.
It gets fucking weird, if I remember correctly. Okay, also, I think I'm going to be vindicated. I think there's a scene in this that shows Reagan causing Merrin's heart attack.
While she's possessed. Okay, I'm ready for the pot stirring.
All right.
I like that font. It's a good
Linda
font.
Blair. This is I think this is the official Exorcist font.
Really?
It's the same font that was used in the first one.
Okay. What is happening? Wow, invoking a priest. Is that something you can do? It's like some tapping ancestral lineage stuff. Okay.
This dude looks a little in over his head.
He's looking a little overwhelmed.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah. Fuck these candles.
What the fuck? Edward. Wow, that's...
What the fuck, free?
What? What? Is it...
What's happening? Those bad dreams are
What?
still inside you.
There's nothing wrong with me.
This is... Wow, this is some fucked up power dynamic shit playing out in a therapeutic setting that's completely, like, just toxic and not okay.
We've come a lot further with our hypno machines since then.
I cannot think of anyone more
Technically, we
qualified
call that
for
a conflict of
this
interest.
Today, wherever I look, I see only evil.
Why is it always said like that? Evil.
Evil!
Look at that shirt.
I feel like I had those drapes growing up.
Why don't you sit down?
Thank you.
Did she just like turn off all the lights in the facility? What happened?
Oh, Reagan, look at the light.
What is that crazy dog statue over to the right?
What is the crazy dog statue?
I feel like this place would give me mental illness.
Whoa. This is psychedelic and weird and trippy.
I told you.
Wait. There's time traveling? Heart attacks?
Is that a bear? A stuffed bear?
It's a stuffed bear. What is happening?
Goodness, draw evil upon itself.
It's a fascinating philosophical question.
I am the Zuzu.
What is happening? Where are these posters located?
I don't want to fly the teeth to the wind anymore.
Take it easy. I want to take a look at you.
Taking your pulse, Father.
Don't you need a woman, Father?
How can I help him?
The lack
I
of
don't know how
railings
to
is
help
really
him.
giving me anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a, cutting from that to this. It's like,
Kind of like those see-through architectural top hats.
I flew with Pazuzu.
Who carries tranquilizers around with them? A.
bonkers. Told you it was trippy as fuck.
It is only from the lion's mouth.
Can I help you?
I'm perplexed by what this movie is trying to accomplish.
Hey, Reagan, where do you think you're going?
It's okay.
Also, who puts a mentally ill teenager in a room with a balcony 35 floors up over New York City without a railing? I'm sure unsupervised synchronizing is going to go just fine.
Keep it from evil.
Be the good locust.
I love that this is basically just a whole movie about this one contentious scene.
Stupid bitch. Where are you going? Washington.
Excuse
I'm
you.
going with you.
Why? This is fine. Okay.
This is giving me COVID anxiety.
Father, tickets. Do you have any money?
That looks like Spirit.
I must take you there.
Nothing anyone does in this movie makes
Who
any
will tell you
fucking
that?
sense.
No, none. Not a
said-
drop.
Get going. The girl has to get home.
What? Ah, the dreaded steps. I have no answers for you.
To do what? To buy this thing. Name it. Pazuzu.
What is going on with Sharon?
You know what? Sharon needs to check herself.
He's mine. He's chosen me. Pazuzu's Reagan is the only Reagan. Be joined with us, Father.
Sexy Pazuzu?
Why is Sharon burning to death?
Sharon! Why me?
Why any of us, Reagan?
Why?
Tear out her evil heart.
Oh God! What?
Oh, this is so bonkers.
I'm lasso dancing these locusts into peace and calm.
You have to go. Take care of her.
What?
Yeah, that's my question. God,
So if you were like, I really want a movie where a priest and Reagan get hypnotized into trying to discern what happened off screen in the scene where Father Merrin died in The Exorcist, also layer in a whole bunch of like weird locust stuff, like that's you got your wish. Well, I don't think anyone wanted that.
I will say that the director / writer made some interesting, creative, unexpected choices.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the weird. I appreciate the attempt at bringing this to like epic level blockbuster proportions.
Sure. Yes.
I appreciate that they just leaned all the way in on that.
You cannot fault them for a lack of commitment.
No, none of it worked.
Like, it just seemed like the pieces refused. It was as if they were trying to make a puzzle fit together, but the pieces were of magnets that were like in absolute revolt against clicking with each other. Like the whole scene where Pazuzu as Reagan is like seducing Father Merrin. I was like,
Or not Father Merrin, the other
not
guy.
Father Merrin, sorry, Father
Lamont or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Yes, Father Lamont. Father Lamont.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
You did nothing in the film to earn that context except relying on a internalized trope that because he is a man and because she is a young woman, he is sexually attracted to her.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, had you spent any of the film exploring, like, with the exception of the psychologist asking him totally randomly and in a completely inappropriate setting, do you ever need a woman, Father? And he's like, yes.
It's like, yes.
That's not resolved, nor is that contextualized, nor do we see him like any way struggle with like the sins of the flesh at any point in this film.
No, it's just that one question. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was it. I think we got Seducey Pazuzu because Linda Blair didn't want to do the makeup. Like, I think that's why that exists. Remember, if I remember correctly.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
It's an interesting story, Wendy.
The non-Linda Blair version looks awful.
Right, yes. Please don't ask me to rate this film.
I'm not going to.
I'm glad I watched it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it from the perspective of like, I've never seen this before. Let's go on this ride.
Yeah, this was fun. Like those old carnival haunted house rides are fun, where you're just like, what's around the corner? Oh, that crazy thing.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which hall of distorted mirrors am I walking down in the next 10 minutes?
And the visual of all of the mirror distortions, right? Like they kept going back to that is like a really great visual comparison to like how chaotic this movie feels.
Yeah.
And how like disparate the pieces are. There are pieces that were good. There are pieces that looked cool.
Yeah.
We learned about the Sky Church in Ethiopia. We learned something.
Yeah. I did not know that those communities existed. I'm really excited to look into them more.
Somehow all of that doesn't add up to a fulfilling experience. No. But I'm glad we watched it. Although there's still more Exorcist stuff out there for us to watch if we want to.
You feel complete.
It was hanging out there like this dangling carrot.
Okay. I said participle.
And it was just over here like, you can watch this for your channel.
Yeah, and we did. I feel good about it. I have no regrets.
I don't regret it either. There we go. Exorcist II, the Heretic.
There we go. Exorcist II. Check.
Thanks for following along. If you're still watching at this point, kudos to you. Really appreciate you. Mm-hmm. If you gave up along the way, totally understand.
Understandable. Yeah.
Totally get it. If you like what we're doing, please consider giving us a subscribe and a like. That really helps support our channel. And if you really want to dig deeper on these films, check out some watch-alongs and extended discussions, participate in our fun little growing community, check out our Patreon. The link is in the description. And we will see you back here next week. For another sequel.
That's right.
For another sequel in our sequel series for the month of October as we count down to Halloween. All right. Bye.
Thank you all for being here. Have a great day.